Well, a little air and a lot of trial. Maybe we take the Sawzall and make the door bigger.
It's gonna have to get in somehow.
Well, it's a beautiful day right here in the valley. I have been really sick for a couple of days, and I'm finally feeling like I want to do something. So I've got a spiral staircase I got to build. I think it's going to be kind of a fun project since I've never built a spiral staircase. This is my plans. I'm going to turn that into a spiral staircase. So I've been doing a little figuring this morning. I'm thinking this is going to be the layout of my steps. They're going to be 31 inches long. Going to be 12 inches wide on the end. I'm going to use a piece of 3.5 inch Schedule 40 pipe, which is 3 inch Schedule 40. Because pipe, you measure the inside. I'm going to make a bunch of these little triangles. I think I figured 13 or 14 steps. Can't remember. I'll have to go look at my drawing. But anyway, I'm going to cut these out of 2-inch angle. And then I've got pickets. I'll have a 1-inch picket that comes up off of here, 1-inch square, and 1 inch that goes off of here down to the next step to hold this corner out. And then there'll be 2 1/2-inch pickets between them. And then I've got a piece of 1-inch handrail that I'm going to roll to put around the top of the rail for a grab rail to get up and down it. We'll see how that goes, because I've never done one of these before. That's what I like about it. I like a new challenge. I got my angles cut for my treads. This is what they are. They're 2-inch and they're 72 inches long. And my plan is to cut a 45 here, then over 12 inches, cut another 45 and bend these in. And then I'll take my hole saw and I'll cut the end of that out. And then I'll cut the end of that out, and they'll fit around the pipe just like that right there. Now I just got to start cutting 45s. Shouldn't be too hard though. So this is my plan. I got these angle marks on the inside, and then I'm going to saw them right there. Probably a little sketchy, but I live pretty sketchy. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to cut those like that. One side is all. So, probably going to have to get the death wheel out. Them death wheels kind of scare me anyway, because I had a little mishap. About a year ago, I was rebuilding the oil plant down here in Orderville. They had a leak, and we had to tear all their piping out. Their tower collapsed, and so I built them a whole new loading dock to load semi-trucks, and then repiped all the tanks. And when I got done, we was cutting up some of the old piping, and I had a guy there helping me. He was holding one end of the pipe up, and I was cutting the pipe off with one of these death wheels. And he got tired of holding the pipe and let it sag just a little, and it pinched that wheel. And at about 11,000 RPMs, those things explode. It cut my thumb open from right there clear around there, just split it open. And it shot blood everywhere, flew through blood all over my face and up my arms. And the guy kind of freaked out. I looked at my thumb and I took my finger and I pinched it back together and I said, I think I'm done. I think I'm going to go to the doctor and see if he'll sew my thumb up. So you're on your own from here, buddy. And so I left, and I think I got 20 stitches, something like that. I can't remember. It's 19 or 20 stitches. And it's been just about a year. March will be a year. We're almost February, so I've just about got feeling back in it now. But I absolutely hate these cutoff wheels. They are deadly. The new version that they've come out with, the diamond wheels, I've got to get some of those and try them, because these things will tear you up. But anyway, I didn't have gloves on. I didn't have a face shield on. Now every time I cut with them, I have a face shield on and I have gloves on. And I try to be as cautious as I can. So if you use these things, be careful. They will take your head off. Anyway, I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to cut that backside with it. So here we go. So I'm opting out of the death wheel for a minute. I forgot I had this. I'm going to give it a try and see how it does. So that actually worked really good. Took about 30 seconds to cut each one, maybe 45. I'll do that on all of them. I'll cut the easy side on the bandsaw, cut the hard side with my Sawzall. 12 more to go. Well, I'm still plugging away. I got a bunch of them made. I think I've got 4 left, 5 left. I got to cut the one side with the Sawzall and bend these up. And then I got 4 more on the ground. And I think I got to cut 1 more. I think I need 13. And then I'll be ready to saw that little half moon out right there. Well, I got distracted for a bit. I've got one step all welded together. I put my hole saw in my mill and I sawed me a hole so my pipe will weld on. These will weld onto the pipe just like that. And then Clayton from Sawdust and Lug Nuts is making a wood platform that's going to screw to the top of that. So I got to put holes in here so he can bolt his wood to it. All right, I think I got you set up, and I'll show you just how much fun these stairs are to put together. This is what I've been doing. I don't know if it's right, but what I've been doing is I've been taking that and one like that and clamp it down, and then I take a tape measure and I want, whoa, that's almost exactly right. Just a little over 3 3/8. And then I tap it to there. And then I get on my face shield and my gloves and I cut this off so that it sits flat. See that? It dropped right down in there. And I check it again. And that's good. And then I take a piece of steel and I lay it right there. It's a little warm. And then I'll weld it. Okay. Now for the fun part. Yeah, if it was easy, everybody would do it, I guess. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I probably should have just cut these and welded the whole thing, but I bend them. And now it's kind of turned the wrong way. That's pretty flat. And I take this. And then I do the same thing on the other corner. Until I like it, and I weld up. And then I weld the rest of this, weld the other side so it looks good. Then I take and I mark a 1-inch mark right here, and then I'll stick it in the milling machine and cut my fish mouth, just like that one. So yeah, it's quite a process, but I'm getting there very slowly. Now we'll finish the rest of this and show you just exactly what it takes to finish it. Run that into that line. Make sure that we're centered like that. Fire in the hole. And there you have it. Finished product. Just got to grind these welds off on the ends right here, just a little flat, because these are going to get a board that bolts on the top of them for the step. Well, good morning. I got a new day, a new week. 6 of those done. I got a whole stack left to do. These things are actually quite tedious to work with. So I'm going to get fired up. I've got a fire going. We're here in the stove and trying to get the shop warmed up. Nobody's been in here for a couple of days. So the plan is to get all of these built, and then I'm going to build a stand to set the main structure that this stairs is going on, which is a 3-inch pipe. And I want it suspended at least high enough in the ground that these are not on the ground, on the floor, so it'll hold them off the floor just a little bit, so I can make a spinning axis to build this thing on. I think that's going to be the easiest for me. I've never actually built a circular staircase, but I won't be able to say that here in a few days because I've actually got another one I've got to build now. So this is kind of my trial one. But so far, I think I'm on track. Things are working out. So anyway, let me get the shop warmed up. I'll get you guys set up and you can help me build this. All right, well, after 10 or 15 visitors and a lot of work, they're done. They're all notched, they're all ground off. Now I'm gonna go get some lunch, and then I'm going to build some stands to set this thing on so it's in the air, and then I'm gonna start laying it out and start welding steps on. Should be pretty interesting. Well, I just finished lunch, and now I'm getting ready to build a stand to build this staircase on. So this is my plan. I've got this drill still, and it's 35 inches tall. Well, it will be once I weld this piece on the end of it. So once I weld that on there, it'll be 35 inches tall. I just cut that piece off, so it's 35 inches. So that'll get me high enough in the air. And then my plan is to take this pipe and cut about a 2-inch sliver off of it, and then cut it in half, and then weld it on there like that. Then I'm going to put 3 legs off of it so that it's really sturdy, and then I can lay my pipe in it and then start laying my staircase out where my stair treads are going to go. Well, it's getting to be later in the day, and I've got a lot going on, and I need to show you what I've been doing. I'm building this holder to hold this rail, this circular staircase. So I've cut all this stuff out of old stuff that I got. I'm going to put 3 legs off of it and weld it on just like that. And it'll support that so it doesn't tip over. And then when I get ready to haul it to Cannonville, I can just weld this to the trailer to help hold it secure. So anyway, that's kind of where I'm at. This is some old rusty steel that's not good for anything else, and I figured it was perfect for this. Well, what do you think? There's one. I think that's gonna work great. I'll get the other one built now, and then I'll go bring a piece of pipe in and cut it off. I think I'll probably end up putting a piece of carpet or something right there, so after I paint it, it doesn't scratch it. But pretty solid stand. I'll probably use that thing for a lot of different things. Okay, they're both done. I just need a great big long pipe now. Put on that thing and start laying it out. All right, I got this pipe packed up here. That was a chore by yourself. Frickin' thing probably weighs 300 pounds. I don't know. It was heavy. I ended up dragging it. Too much clutter. But anyway, I got this laid out. This is where the top of the floor is going to go. Right there. My first step will go below that. Second one, third one, all the way down to the last one right there. And then he wants me to do something crazy on this. His house has a heated floor in it, and they didn't mark where any of the tubes are going. They didn't mark out for anything. So he wants me to cut the concrete down a 1/2 inch and glue this thing to the floor. Yeah, I'm not real impressed with that. I'm definitely going to make him sign a waiver on it because it needs to be connected to the floor big time and I'm not sure that glue is big time. So anyway, I've got to make 2 more steps. I got the angle cut out for them, and then I can start laying these things on here and weld them on. Well, it's been kind of a long day. Looks like the sun is setting. I had to make 2 more steps because I figured it's going to take 14. I got these all laid out. This is where the top floor is on the loft, and the steps will go just below that. Tomorrow I can start putting them on there. Okay, well, now I am punching holes. I don't know if you guys can see me, but I'm right here. Anyway, I got this hole punch, and I'm punching holes in this so I can screw the stair treads on. Well, actually, so Clayton can, because I'm not going to. This is a lot faster than drilling holes. So that's what I'm doing. Sometimes it binds. Oh, it's just kind of a tight clearance in there. And then you got to come back the other way to get the other leg. Punches a nice hole though. Yeah, it sure punches a nice little hole in it. I don't know. I got a bunch more to do. I got about half of them punched already. All right, I've started tacking the stairs on, and I'm just working my way around to the bottom. I just got to keep going, get it all the way down, and it should come out just about right on the bottom. Well, a little air and a lot of trial, and the stairs are on. I got the world famous Tyrone, my nephew.
Know a little bit about everything and a whole lot about nothing.
Pretty good company. I just got to weld all those solid and then put the handrail on it. And this son of a gun is ready to paint. Had to weld a pipe on the end of it because I didn't make my jig so that these would clear. But that's all right. I'll just leave it on there. I'll cut it off when I get to Cannonville.
Opened the mail today and had a box of these. Workskins. What's his website? Workskins.pro.com. So these are protective sleeves, not just for welding. I think like barbed wire fencing. They'd be pretty nice for fencing. If get your arms tore up. Summertime they'll be nice when it's too hot to wear the leathers. You don't want to be sweating. I don't know. There's a lot of uses for them. Any things you want to protect your arms with. Not just welding.
Maybe to keep you warm right now.
Right now, that might be an option. We had a set of these up to Paul's. He brought down Paul Phillips from Logan, Utah. So these are made in Utah. And pretty small world. Some people that used to come down and visit when I was a kid make these. And if you're looking to protect your arms or sleeves, go check them out. Workskins Pro. So go check those guys out. But we'll use these in the shops. We'll see if we like them. See how often we use them. Or if they just become the normal. If we like them, we'll use them. So if we use them, you'll know we like them.
I had some of the Lincoln ones, and the worst part about them is they wouldn't stay up.
You just had to constantly keep pulling them up.
I had to pin them up here because they had a rubber band in them up here, and the rest of them was really loose, and they'd burn through all the time. But
probably not as bad as your shirt or your sweatshirt. These sweatshirts, they melt right through them.
No, the worst part of them was they'd fall down. You know, unless you're ripped like a big weightlifter, which I'm not a weightlifter. The only weight I lift is my sandwich.
Can't even say soda. He doesn't even drink soda.
I don't even drink soda, so.
So they came up higher than these ones.
Yeah, they'd come
Clear up.
I'd pull them clear up here and then pin them right there.
And you could pull these clear up because your glove's going to come. We'll give these a test and see if they hold up. All right, in between projects here, you ready for some help on the old staircase?
That or a nap. That lunch was pretty good from Archie's. So.
Archie's just settles deep.
Yeah, I'm ready to roll the grip rail for this staircase. And then I can start putting pickets on it.
I've been doing my own projects, trucking, this tank. Dad has got this pretty well whipped into shape. We need a handrail to go on the steps now. How far up? 3 feet, 40 inches?
36 inches.
36. So my little brain, it seems easy. You roll a circle and then pull it and accordion it.
Yeah.
It sounds easy.
Well, I've never did one of these until now, but we're going to find out here in just a minute.
So we're about to roll a circle.
We're going to roll a circle and a half.
How big of a circle?
It's got to be at least 60 inches. And by the time we stretch it, it's probably going to come together. So we're probably going to have to go 65, 66 inches wide. That's 5.5 feet.
Are we on the right track? Anybody that's built a spiral staircase? We'll let you know here in an hour.
Yeah, we will definitely know.
Well, let's get to rolling, and hopefully this turns out good. We got to go the whole length, right?
Yep. We got to catch it on each side and get it going. Keep it. We measure it. See how big the circle is?
Yeah. That's pretty sweet. Up.
That is
Go up to the center. There you go.
65 inches.
So one more loop, or just try it.
That's going to be good right there.
That'd be dang close. Looks way short. That's definitely a circle. And by the time you grab it and pull it,
And we pull it out.
it does. I mean, it looks too short. I wonder what the distance is.
I don't know. We may be adding
We
to it.
might be adding.
That's pretty cool, though.
It's almost easier to leave it in there, let the machine hold it.
If it will.
I don't know if we have to put heat to it to get it to stay. That moved it out. I mean,
Pull it out and weld it in place. It'll stay.
we're going to trial and error this one as we go, right?
Right, definitely. I think I'll just run it past that and run it out.
Just run it clear out right now.
Yeah.
There it is. So this will grab the handrail and tie the steps together.
Yep. We'll just get one like that on every one of them.
Every one of them. As long as they're straight,
We'll just
plumb, level.
have to squirm as we go.
Keep them square, they'll catch. That's weird. Trying to think sideways. Like, if I was standing here,
Right.
it's kind of weird. I was slow on the old camera. So that's leveled. So really, we just have to measure same distance,
We just
top and bottom.
Square it in there. Same distance
So
there.
we can weld down the step.
And then we'll weld it right there. Get our 8 inches from there to the other step.
And then as we turn this, I mean, we'll be backing up with it. It should work.
I think it'll work.
We'll just spin it around on your jig, and
I think we'll start on the top though, then we won't be tripping over these.
because if we spin the top around,
Yeah.
it'll work away from it instead of
Right. That'll work to our benefit.
first time doing it. We're getting it figured out though. That's got to be about the same, right? 30,
What is it to the inside of it or the outside?
29 and 3/16 to the inside.
And right up there, and then I'll measure this one, and that's got to be the same, but
It's just angled like that, but I guess it'd have to be.
yeah, it's going to be angled up there too.
1, 2, 29 5/8. Pretty close. Pull it out just a hair, and
We'll start right here on the top. Yep.
it'll just add nothing off this side.
It'll get one off of that side, but that one's going to bolt.
But that'll be just that.
That will bolt into the stair landing.
Gotcha.
And so I don't know what the sizes of them are. These are all.
Everything else will be the
Everything
same.
else will be the same. Yeah.
So just square that. And
I want to square that and flatten it off here and tack it, and then we'll square it here and tack that.
it's a lot going on.
And then we'll measure our distance and measure this, make sure we're exactly 8 from there to there, and then we'll weld that. That is a lot going on.
Easy. Easy. Okay, I'll hold this end.
Needs to twist in a little.
More?
Okay.
Close?
It's close. That's really close.
I like really close.
So that's got to be 10 inches.
Thought we decided 8.
Well, to the back of that. It's got to be 8 to the front.
Just to measure easier.
Yeah.
So that should be flat, right?
Yeah, it's pretty flat.
It's pretty good.
29 and
3/4.
13 16.
Just over. Right there.
Right there.
I'm not going to promise I didn't move it any, but go ahead and tack that. Oh boy. First one's almost done. Hello, Mom. What'd you bring us?
Banana bread.
Banana bread.
We're pretty close.
Good enough. We only cut it off once. Steps was a 1/4 inch too far apart, but it's fixed. My mom's the best. I'm sure everybody's mom is the best, but been eating at this piece. Whole bag of banana bread. Just had lunch, so I'm calling that an early dinner. That's delicious. Thank you, Mom. You happy with the progress?
Yeah.
That's ready for a handrail.
Yeah, I think it's going to be great.
I think it's cool. Looks narrow walking up it.
It's going to be,
I think all spiral staircases are, though.
yeah, I'm just not a big fan of spiral staircases. It's not going in my house, so I don't care.
It's gonna work. Good job engineering.
Well, I'll just start welding, I guess. I got a lot to weld.
Just finish weld everything,
I'm
right?
going to weld it all. Yep.
Burn some rod.
Burn it up. All right, well, all the stairs are welded on. I got all those welded. I got all these little extensions welded. And I got for the rails. Now, for the fun part, I got to put that ring right over there on it. That should be interesting. We'll see how that turns out. Well, the fun has begun. I'm putting that handrail on now, the grab rail. And then once I get it on, I got to cut pickets and put in here between them. Yeah, ready or not, here we go. All right, I got the hardest part to me done, and that's putting that upper rail on. That was kind of a bugger. But it looks really nice. The only thing is this is a little short. I'm gonna have to put this foot off of here. It's gonna hit the floor, and then it'll come up, and then it's gonna tie right into that rail. That's pretty much it, a nutshell right there. That was the hardest part for me.
So what we got going here is a little pickets, huh?
Pickets. Yeah, so the kids don't fall through.
What's the spacing gonna be?
3 1/4, I think, between.
It's supposed to be 4 or less, right?
It's supposed to be under 4 1/2.
So we're way good.
Yeah.
That really changes the look of it. You could ride something down the stairs and make it all the way down now, like a bumper rail.
You probably wouldn't fall out, that's for sure.
It'll keep you in now. Before, you may want to miss the holes, but
It definitely may hurt if you fall down it.
that's pretty cool. It's coming right along.
Yeah, we'll get the rest of these pickets.
Little teamwork. You hold one and I'll tack them, and we'll just keep making our way around this next one. Well, maybe I'll weld some of these while you cut some more.
The only thing that makes it look a little goofy is where that sticks out.
And those are flush. I was looking at that. The tops are perfect. But you do kind of,
It's going to be all right.
is what it is. That's the last ones. That's every one of them.
Yeah, they're all on.
It's kind of a swirl. How do you feel about all the welding that's left?
I'll feel better about it tomorrow night. This will all be
It'll
done.
be great by then.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, these are all just pretty much tacked. Got to just weld them all.
Cap the ends.
Tap that.
Right.
And then we've got to put a deal off of here that goes out for a beam to set on. That helps hold the loft
To hold the
up.
top in.
And then grind it up.
Getting close. It's been a heck of a day. Worked through lunch. Haven't even left yet today.
God, we did miss lunch.
I ate half of that bag of banana bread. What did you eat?
I didn't eat nothing. I forgot it was even there.
I've been eating banana bread. Thank you, Mom. We're going to need another batch.
There's 2 more loaves up there. I better bring one down.
All right. Well, same plan tomorrow. I don't know how it's looking through the camera, but it is all... You're going to be walking under this, underneath the stairs, so you don't want to snag yourself or cut. So it's smooth, all ground up, third drag. It's wiped down. Didn't really blow, tack, and static it, but we wiped her down good.
Yeah, it's ready to paint.
Ready for paint. So we got the Krylon out because it's cold outside.
Rust-Oleum.
Not Krylon, what was I thinking?
I'm a Rust-Oleum guy.
She'll be black in an hour. I think a few more cans of these.
Yeah, we got a bunch.
Oh yeah. All that hard work and the paint is what matters.
It's gonna look nice.
It is. Is the house even finished yet? They're building it, right?
They just barely put windows in 3 days ago.
That'll be the first thing that's painted and finished.
Yep.
It's gonna look good in there. All right, we'll paint this thing, let it dry, and a couple days we'll go put it in.
Well, here we go. It's all painted. It is black.
That's what 6 or 7 cans of spray paint will get you?
That is 8 cans.
Oh, yeah. The angle iron soaked up quite a bit. We had to hit the steps 2 or 3 times, but we hit the handrail extra times. But they haven't painted the house or mudded the house. It's going to get covered, isn't it?
It's going to get need repainted when they paint the house, I'm sure.
I mean, they're still packing sheetrock. I can imagine it's going to get beat up.
I actually don't even think they've started packing sheetrock. I think they just
really?
barely put the windows in on Monday.
Yeah, I've never been there. It looks good right here.
Now for the tricky part, to get it through the door. That should be interesting. Hopefully we can corkscrew it through the door, but I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. We're 4 inches narrower on the door than this is, so we'll see when we get there.
Maybe we take the Sawzall and make the door bigger. That'd make him nervous.
It's gonna have to get in somehow.
Well, we'll put this thing in tomorrow.
Lifting in the middle?
Yeah. It's 15 foot long.
Okay. Back up, push down a little bit.
You say it's been a good winter, is that what you said?
Been a good winter. Other than it's dry.
Oh man. So, Worth called me last night. He has a spring up there where his cows are out east.
Okay.
They tell him to stop. Whoa! He's gonna get his flat tire right there. Oh. We plumbed it, and so it was already into a trough, and it started leaking a little bit. So his dumbass brother went up there and plugged it with a stick.
Bro.
Overflowed the spring, froze everything solid. So now he's out of water.
Good. Okay, grab that one. Just keeping it from turning. Okay. We can just strap each side, I guess. From the stair down. That'll keep it from rolling. Keep it from rolling.
He says, "Do you think it'll fit?" I said, "I'll bring the Sawzall."
Okay. Didn't you tell him chainsaw?
Yeah, I told him chainsaw.
I'll bring my
I told him to bring the
chainsaw.
chainsaw. He's like, I said, "Yeah, it'll fit. We'll get it in there."
All right, we're loaded. That was, with that crane, it was way easier than we thought. Should haul down the road, I think. I think we're just riding on the stands. We're good. Got all our tools loaded. It's hard when you're going that far. You just bring everything because you don't know what you need. But we'll go pick up David. I think he's going to go help us. Yeah, let's go for a ride. That was sketchy. All right, no broken ones. That's good.
A little bit more.
Miracles happen, man. Okay, ready?
Put a strap around that. Good. And have somebody on there, and then 3 of us standing this up before I stand in the back.
How deep can we go in the concrete? Do you know how deep the water lines are?
Probably a half inch, you think?
That's what I figured. This right here will go right into the end of that lip right there and screw in. These will screw right into that faceplate. Is the plan.
Well, we'll go get some tools and
Yeah. Now the fun begins.
tape measure change?
It's 109 1/4. That's what I measured it. It's perfect. So we just got to come out 35 inches and square it off of this.
You want it now or?
Yeah.
So this is a template for the bottom. And so we've got to grind 1/2 inch in the concrete to set that. So we're trying to find where that is going to be, and we'll mark it, grind it, chisel it, chip it out somehow.
How close is it?
6 or 8 more inches, couple inches. Yep, up a hair. Okay, down. It's all or nothing with you today.
What's that?
It's all or nothing.
Yeah.
Not very gentle.
Yeah, he's not used to working on a ladder.
Very gentle.
It's been a few
He
years.
doesn't want to fall. He is 60. Like, I forgot that.
It's just a number.
Give him a little credit. Not 35 anymore.
Just a number.
He could come down a hair, but
Not that number.
that would be. We're still guessing unless you come down. Perfect.
Right there.
Up
Yeah.
barely.
Just
Not an inch, just barely.
Close.
Up a little. Yep,
right there.
that's better.
Okay, now we just got to figure out where the center of this pipe is. So it should be 3.5 out.
Still dancing just a little bit, but it's about to.
Give him crap.
No, you're good.
No, you did fine.
You do your thing.
You just do you, huh?
Extension cord's all goofy. He doesn't look happy with that.
He's pondering.
I actually think it's going to go further because that should be right on the square.
Like if it wasn't so heavy, we'd just stand it up.
I was gonna say stand it up and get it where you want it, and then.
But we'd have to do that and then move it. Yeah, it just doesn't.
Right there.
To the face of it?
Because look at that, it's going to come off of the square this way, square that way.
We'll get this. It might look like we don't know what we're doing, but eventually we'll know what we're doing. You don't,
About
Dave.
3/4.
3/4. See? Worse than a 1/4 inch.
That's because they don't know what they're doing.
Come on, man.
Oh, Dave.
If it looks like that, it shouldn't. If we get it up there, get it in place, we could move it and hold it, couldn't we, Dave?
Yeah, we could definitely.
If we go down that, if we moved it that way, because we could balance it along the floor. Get it where we want, just kick it enough to cut that out.
The way that's set. So yeah, that pipe is going to set back.
Yeah.
That's the face
Yeah.
of a man that doesn't know what he's thinking.
What's that?
I said that's the face of a man that doesn't know what he's
you're
thinking.
measuring off the face of the
I'm
pipe.
measuring off the face of the pipe, and it's not. It's down.
Yeah, because you got to know what it's down to the face of it. 1.5 inches,
2 inches. That hole's going to be underneath there, 2 inches.
2 inches that way. See, it's coming together. 2 inches. Ready?
Okay.
Can we spin it and get so the pipe's hitting? Off the step.
That's close. Probably gonna have to go back out.
Looks about like where I've marked the floor. I mean, David's buying lunch if I win, so.
Listen. You guys came and stole me out of my house, so I'm not buying lunch. Looks like Sean won.
So it should be dead on that
So-
way. You just have to come in.
Yeah.
That's pretty close. More flat. It's hitting.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's your marker?
On the floor over there.
Trust me, when you get halfway up there, I'm accidentally gonna push it. Oh boy, you ready for this? Been waiting for this moment for 30 years.
If you have a really tall person, I don't know what to head on that.
It is just under a half inch. That right there, that's some sticks down just a little.
So it might be a half inch.
Half inch would be.
So we got to go exactly a half. Okay.
That's good enough. We need to move that over though. Don't cut it yet. We gotta move that 2 inches.
Sorry, 2 inches. The width of that,
Where's your marker?
right here in my pocket.
It's good this way.
I need that square, it's exactly 2 inches. You're right.
You were close, dude.
You sure that's 2 inch?
This is.
Where's your tape at? Like 1.5 inches.
Where's your faith, dude?
Hammer time. We bought this years ago. Had to move Grandma's toilet in the basement, and we had to chisel clear across the little bathroom.
Oh, really?
To move it. We got that a long time ago.
I used it in my bathroom too.
Did you?
In the basement, yeah.
That does. It looks like.
It says we're good, we'll squirt it full of glue and then put it back.
Oh yeah. This is the part where we trim the board, not the floor. Right?
I brought a plastic mallet.
It's just the outside.
Whoa.
Oh, it's close. I think we trimmed that plywood that's sticking down on this side.
That's all that's catching. That's the plywood.
I think we just trimmed that.
Take that saw and just
Then it'll slide right in there just like it's supposed to.
zip
Yeah.
it off.
Okay. Should lean back now. Perfect. What do you think?
Level's rocking.
Okay. Well, let's pull it out and glue it and stick it back. Alright, it will definitely squish glue up.
Ready? In. Perfect.
Now, you got 10 minutes to make it tight. Got it pulled back.
That'll hold it, right?
Should.
Should. Okay.
I'll pull it in.
Well, did that turn out exactly how you thought?
Turned out pretty nice.
It did, didn't it?
Landa's wife loved it, so
She's the boss.
she's the boss.
Well, where's the best place to eat lunch over here?
I don't know what's open this time of year.
This time of year.
Maybe Travis's.
That was a super fun build, but I hope we never do it again. Not really a fan of those staircases. It turned out slick, but catch you guys next time.
Thanks for watching.